In this session, we will be answering questions on class act. So we're given the extract there, and it says, still in her uniform, a maroon skirt and a white blouse, Mama came in and sat on my bed facing Aunt Connie. Your aunt says she was a fashion designer at Gauteng. Why don't you ask her to fix your uniform? I have to work this weekend, so I won't be able to do it. Since my Aunt Connie came back from Joburg and has been taking measurements and material from my other aunts and some of my friends to turn them into curtains, suits and dresses in her flat in King, the room where she supposedly works from and where the sewing machine allegedly is always locked. It has been months since she came back and her tummy has grown bigger. I keep thinking it is going to hit the floor, but not a single dress or a drop of curtain has come out of her design studio. As usual, when Aunt Connie visits, Mama has taken out more material from her kist. Some of the material is bright and colorful and was brought from Nigeria by my Aunt Nosy on her yearly trip to visit her husband. I last saw my Uncle George the year I turned 9. That was 3 years ago. I wonder if he still has an afro. He used to wear long dresses and gold rings on 3 of his fingers on each hand. Okay, so that is the extract where the narrator explains to us about the happenings that were occurring in her life and how she was promised or how her aunt used to promise people that she would knit things or sew things for her, materials she used, but she never produced even a single thing. So we have question 5.1.1 there, and it says describe the setting in this extract. As you all know, whenever you're given the question that says describe the setting, you are to give the time and the place of the happenings or of the events. So here let's answer question 5.1.1, and since we are asked to describe the setting, we are going that the setting is at the narrator's home, or you can say at her house in the Eastern Cape, and it is in the afternoon when everyone had come back home from school or work. Okay, now let's go to 5.1.2. It says, what does this extract reveal about Connie's character? Substantiate your answer. Well, we can here say that she is a procrastinator, or one can say that she is deceitful, or she is a cheat. And now it says substantiate your answer. Well, this is because she makes promises, but she does not implement any of them. You can say that she claims that she is a fashion designer, but she has not made any garment and here you can also say that she makes excuses for not sewing the narrator's hem. Okay, now let's continue to another question. We have 5.1.3 and it says explain why the following statement is true. The narrator's mother works as a nurse. Well, here it is because she is said to be wearing a maroon and white uniform, which is the uniform nurses wore during that period. Okay, now we go on to 5.1.4. It here says give the official name for Gauteng. Okay, so this is Johannesburg, or one can say Gauteng. Okay, and now we have 5.1.5. It says quote one word from the passage that has the same meaning as stomach. Okay, so let's start from where the narrator tells us about her aunt. It says, since my aunt Konya came back from Joburg, she has been taking measurements and material from my other aunts and some of Mama's friends to turn them into curtains, suits and dresses in her flat in King, the room where she supposedly works from, and where the sewing machine allegedly is always locked. It has been months since she came back and her tummy has grown bigger. So here, another name for stomach would be tummy. Alright, now we go to 5.1.6. And it says refer to lines 9 to 10. And at A, it says identify a figure of speech used in these lines. So it says here, I keep thinking it is going to hit the floor, but not a single dress or drop of curtain has come out of her design studio. So the best figure of speech used here, as it says, I keep thinking it is going to hit the floor, it's because the best figure of speech to use here, since the narrator says that since she came back, her tummy has grown bigger, I keep thinking it is going to hit the floor. That would be a hyperbole. That is a hyperbole. One can say it is exaggeration. This is the question at A, and now we have the question at B. This one says, explain this figure of speech as used in the extract. Well, we can say here that the narrator exaggerates. This is the narrator made a mistake here. So it is the narrator exaggerates the size of her aunt's belly, or you can say tummy, and that it looks like it will hit the floor. Okay, and now we go to 5.1.7. Now this one says choose the correct answer from those given below. Write down only the letter A to D next to the question number. And the statement here says the word kissed refers to A, metal trunk, B, plastic bag, C, wooden chest, and D, a leather suitcase. The word kissed refers to a wooden chest, so the answer here would be C.